Hey guys, a very good morning to all of you. Today I will be discussing about 20 questions that were asked in the NEET MDS 2021 examination. The examination was held on 16 December 2020 and the results are out. There seems to be a question about the arrangement of the zones of pulp from the dentine towards the pulp core. First lies the odontoblastic zone, then is the cell-free zone of wheel, then is the cell-rich zone, and finally the pulp core, which contains blood vessels and nerves, along with collagen tissue with glycosaminoglycans. Next, there was a question like this: which of the following is not the use of EDTA? The options were removal of smear layer, dissolving dentin. The third option cannot be recalled, and the fourth option is dissolution of pulp. Now, EDTA, that is ethylene diamine tetraacetic acid, is one of the common irrigants used in root canal therapy. 17% EDTA is used for around 2 minutes. The main function of EDTA is removal of smear layer as well as dissolution of dentin, because it can chelate with the calcium ions present in the calcium hydroxyapatite of the dentin. But EDTA cannot dissolve the inorganic organic matter. That is, dissolution of pulp is not the advantage of EDTA. Next, there was a question on which of the following bases can be used under a restoration of composite resin with a liner of calcium hydroxide. With composite resin, we cannot use zinc oxide eugenol because it interferes with the polymerization of the former. There is a technique called the sandwich technique, in which glass ionomer cement, light cured glass ionomer cement is used along with resin and the dentin, underlying dentin. We use a modification of this technique in this case by giving a liner of calcium hydroxide followed by a base of resin modified glass ionomer cement followed by the composite resin restoration. Next, there seems to be a question on the components of the dentin bonding agents. Dentin bonding agents are used in the bonding of composite resin restorations. They have two components. One is the hydrophilic component and another is the hydrophobic component. The hydrophobic component binds with the resin and the hydrophilic component binds with the dentin or enamel of the tooth. Location of root canal or orifices in the floor of the pulp chamber can be given by two laws known as the laws of symmetry. First law states that the canal orifices are equidistant from a line joining the mesiodistal extension of the tooth. Second laws of symmetry state that canal orifices are perpendicular to a line drawn from the orifice to the line joining the mesiodistal endpoints of the tooth. These two laws are obeyed by all the teeth in the mouth except the maxillary molars. Next, there was a question on instrument used to enlarge the root canal orifices of the pulp chamber or the pulp canal. The answer will be Gates Glidden drills. These are low speed high efficiency drills ranging from a size of 0.5 to 1.5 millimeter, that is size from 1 to 6. They are used particularly to enlarge the canal orifices. They are also used to gain a straight line access to the root canals in the crown down technique. Next, there was a question on the light emitted during bleaching procedure from the LED lamp. The answer will be cold light with a wavelength, cold blue light with a wavelength of 650 nanometers. Next, there was a question on investments. Investments are used in the casting ring for the fabrication of metal ceramic crowns, bridges, and removable partial dentures. There can be three types of investments: gypsum bonded investments, phosphate bonded investment, and silicate bonded or ethyl silicate bonded investments. In the gypsum bonded investment, we use gypsum as the binder which provides the strength and silica as the refractory material. Gypsum bonded investment are used to fabricate gold crowns. Next, there was a question on all of the following are true regarding self-cure resin except has low molecular weight than the heat cure resin, has higher residual monomer content than the heat cure resin, is more porous than the heat cure resin, and has less transverse strength than the heat cure resin. The fourth option would be the correct one because heat cure resin has higher transverse strength than the cold cure resin. Next, there was a question on the particle size of alumina used in air abrasion technique. The answer will be 50 micrometers. Next, there was a question on Bizold-Bragg effect. According to the effect, as the intensity of light increases, the perception of hue changes. Next, there was a question on graphs. The linear contraction of elastomeric impression materials were compared. There are four kinds of elastomeric impression materials. They are polysulfide, polyether, addition silicon, and condensation silicon. Among them, condensation silicon has the highest polymerization shrinkage or the linear contraction, followed by polysulfide, followed by polyether, and addition silicon has the least linear contraction over time. Next, there was the question on type of keratin present in parakeratinized epithelium and absent in orthokeratinized epithelium of the oral mucous membrane. The answer will be K19. Next, there was a question on knives used in gingivectomy technique. The answer will be Kirkland knife is used in the primary incision, followed by Orban's knife 1 and 2 used later. Next, there was a question on the mineral content of the plaque in low calculus former and the heavy calculus former. Literature states that heavy calculus former contains more calcium, more phosphorus, and less potassium than that of non-calculus former plaque. Next, there was a question on drug of choice in treatment of acute necrotizing ulcerative gingivitis. The answer will be metronidazole. Next, there was a question on which of the following statements is incorrect about Farquharson defect. Glickman classification of Farquharson defects divides Farquharson defects into four classes: grade 1, grade 2, grade 3, and grade 4. The options were grade 3 is clinically visible, grade 1 is radio opaque, grade 4 interreticular bone is completely lost, and grade 2 bone is attached to the dome of Farquharson. The answer will be option A, that is grade 3 is clinically visible. Next, there was a question on Materia alba. Materia alba is the accumulation of microorganisms, desquamated epithelial cells, leukocytes, and a mixture of salivary proteins and lipids with few food particles. These were some of the questions that were asked in the recently concluded NEET MDS 2021 examination. Thank you guys.